Alrighty. Finish this off today. Alright, first things first, got to taper these ends. Using the little one because big hammer, too big. Pinch them down small, give them a curl, and then from there we'll heat him, bend him around, and that'll give us our S shape with our little finial curl bits at the end. Pretty simple, but well, it's a lot more technical than just wanging on something with a big hammer. That's the easy part, just hitting something hard again and again. It's the blacksmith's motto: heat, beat, repeat. This requires finesse, something that I'm sorely lacking. Fuck the whole piece up, but that's how it goes with me. You can stay there, make it look all fancy. Show us what we're actually trying to accomplish here. Sound of my voice, I'm not egotistical enough to love it. That's the sound of my voice. I love the internet, people. Please buy my shit. I mean, please, really, buy my shit. I'm poor as fuck. On the horn, and then draws it out a bit better. The only problem with this, because it's so small, it'll take a heat fast, but it loses it extremely fast as well. The problem with forging is there's only a very small window when you can actually do some good work. See, I don't mind it too much at lower temperatures. I enjoy the austenite forging. It makes a superior blade, superior steel. Especially when you get down to the metallurgical properties of it. But if you want to actually move metal, you need it at a high heat. You should really be doing it all at a high heat, but hell, if I had a blowtorch, I could probably use that to do the whole thing. Especially these corner finial bits, the curls. Torch would come in handy for localized heating, especially when doing twists like this. This kind of forge, great for heating the whole piece. not for local heating. That's where you want an oxy torch, like acetylene bottle, or a coal forge. Coal forges are great for localized heating. Also, a very good advantage of a coal forge, it actually makes you look like a real fucking blacksmith. This, nah. You got a nice big fire pot, little smouldering fire, and a puff of coal, black smoke everywhere, up the fucking nose, the lungs blackened. That's a real man right there. Speaking of real men, did you know it's gay to compliment another man's beard? Because I sure fucking didn't. Square it up and center it, but you know what I'm fucking talking about. I mean, you probably don't, but that's not my problem. There you go. Take a real hot heat on that. You know what? I think I'll round that a bit first. Take those hard edges off. Make it a little bit more professional that way. This is where I wish I brought my jewelers coming down here instead of leaving it on the fucking kitchen table. Hammer's a bit too big for this. I'm gonna run off and get my jeweler's hammer real quick. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Biggest, manliest fucking hammer you've ever seen or what? Best $6 I ever spent. This thing, oh, amazing. Every time I need to do, is it handle pins or anything? This thing, oh my god, so much better. Just turns brass into little mushrooms. My beck and call. It's great. Love it. Turn up a bit. What are we looking at there? top it off a bit. Bring it right to a point. Just kind of a little bulbous there now at the moment. See this horn in here better. Tried to angle the camera down a little bit. I'm trying to get good with my videography. I learn words too. Not as dumb as I look, am I? I mean, I look really dumb, especially with my little baby hammer, but I'm trying to get smarter. Spiky. Looks kind of fancy like that, just tapering into that turn, that twist. See, I can do fancy shit. Not just a pretty face after all. I mean, it is a pretty face. Other rim done, and then we'll equal the lengths out and then curl them. We've got to be careful. I've got to curl one the other way because one curl, when it bends, I'll have it straight. One bend will be going that way, the other bend will be going that way. So I need this end to be curled back that way and that one back that way. So from the rod, it will be bent this way and that way, and as they twist, they'll orient backwards on each other. Now you gotta think about shit when you're just whapping stuff. You gotta imagine things because I sure as shit can't draw a plan for this fucking thing. Plan's up here, stuck in the grey matter. I heard someone say, if you can't think creatively when blacksmithing, you're in the wrong industry. You struggle with designing things or being creative, blacksmithing is not for you. And just look at some of that old school, like 18th century wrought iron fence work. Oh, that's some gorgeous stuff. Makes me really jealous of people with actual fucking skill. Is there Nicki Minaj on my phone? There we go, Wolf Mother. That's a bit more manly, isn't it? side note, seen a guy this morning at the gym, sitting there on the leg press doing his thing as he does. Fella starts screaming. Thought it was fucking weird, just random yelling in the gym. I mean, it happens. People just be there grunting like dickheads. This guy was getting into it, fucking both lungs. Take the headset off, look over, and the guy's grabbing his leg. And what the fuck's going on? Chick comes running over, the personal trainer. Says one thing to him. That's the worst one I've ever seen. A whole bunch of people start throwing around this dude. And the dude's leg cramped. Ended up tearing a muscle while on a leg press. Lifting or pushing 65 odd kilos on both legs. Oh, it was mean. Big fucking muscle, you could see it moving. That was weird. Looked like something out of fucking Aliens. Makes me rethink doing big weights on a leg press machine, that's for sure. Not that these things need to get any better. My little disto sticks are right fine where they are. I mean, they're not, they could always be better, but I don't need to go crazy, that's all I'm saying. You know, I ain't got no one to show off for. No one wants these little legs. It's a shame. It's their loss anyway. I'm not salty that I'm single. Don't know what you're talking about. Twisted on me. No, I'm chasing it. No chasing allowed. That's one thing you learn. Don't chase mistakes. If something bad fucks up, stop what you're doing, take a heat again, start it over. I learned that trying to do Damascus. Pattern welding. Holy shit. That is a skill you cannot just pick up. The only way you do pattern welding is with a lot of fucking heartache. You're gonna do it again and again and again and again until you finally get it fucking right. And then basically it's just a fucking miracle that you got it right that time. Might be easy for some other people, Damascus that is, but definitely sure isn't for me, that's for sure. Not like a trying either. Got plenty of leaf springs here, plenty of 1080 and 15 and 20. Some of my best attempts have looked like fucking wafers and sponges, so I'm either doing something absolutely wrong or I'm just not meant to do Damascus. Probably a bit of both, actually. So, tapering that end down. Should be long, actually. How long are we? Oh, we're nearly 5 centimetres there. What are we at that end? It's about the same, actually. We might not need to cut anything off at all. We'll get the actual measuring stick. just shy of 5. That we are a little bit more than 5, so I'll squeeze you out just a little bit more. Just needs a bee's dick more on this end. And yes, that is an actual measurement. You don't know that measurement, you're clearly not an Australian. I mean, if you are an Australian and you don't know that, we were revoking your citizenship as of now. Transition, kind of ended up with a little bit of a shoulder there. It's probably working on a flat face. I need to round one of these corners or something. Definitely help out in the long run. Saying that this anvil, I need to replace him anyway. He's already started little spiderweb cracks. Started to impact, got a little bit of a dish in him. So anyone out there on the internet, if you like me enough, you can purchase me a new anvil. The one I'm looking at, it's only a cool $2,500. So if you got some spare change, I'd appreciate it. Hell, I want this anvil that much. I've been thinking of opening a fucking OnlyFans account just to get it. What do you think? Me, the naked blacksmith? Not like I really care about safety all that much. I don't know what you're thinking. Yes, he's wearing boots today. Yeah, well, it's not safety. It's just that it's fucking cold today. I should give a shit about safety. I've already had one video removed because I nearly burnt my face off. So, there's a couple more there with just hot metal flying at my face. It's a pastime of mine. Just nearly burning my face off, that is. Not flying metal. I mean, that is too, but it's a different pastime. Pinch this tip and that should be it for you. Oh, you look at that. She's about 2 mil shy. And is, yeah, about 1-2 mil shy. Alright. Yeah, we'll give him a little wish. You get all that scale and oxidization off. Not that it really matters. A lot of it, once I start curling this thing, it's going to flake a whole lot off. So, which side? Up. Ooh, that's hot there. That's a stupid idea. See that steam? That was my fingers a second ago. Gotta love the Leidenfrost effect, baby. I've learned more about that doing this than I have in school. And the only way to really learn things is by actually doing it. And I say practice makes perfect. No. Practical makes perfect. Do something. Stop reading about it. Get out there and fucking do it. So I've read 15, 20 odd books on blacksmithing. Some written from like 1840. I've read a lot of blacksmithing books. Nothing really helps other than doing it. I mean, it's good to know. it definitely helped with knowing things, but it definitely helped knowing things, but nothing helps so much as actual real experience. So you want to become a blacksmith? Find some heat, a hammer, a random piece of steel off the side of the road, heat it up, whack the bastard into a shape, and then you're a blacksmith. And that's not exactly how it works, but that's what I'm going with. A jelly roll, but we're not going for a jelly roll. If you don't know what a jelly roll is, click off this video, type in Jelly Roll Damascus into the YouTube search bar, and be amazed at the skill of real blacksmiths. Not what the fuck I'm doing. Tail. There we go. Looks fancy, doesn't it? It's almost like I know what I'm fucking doing. Don't tell anyone, but I actually don't. I'm making this shit up as I go along. Again, that goes back to what I said earlier with the whole creativity. You don't have creativity in this game, my friend, you ain't going nowhere. Hell, after this job's done, I'll get my big book out and we'll just do a random fucking night. Not that anyone's going to be actually watching this shit, I mean, who the fuck am I? I'm a nobody. Nobody wants to watch a dickhead do mediocre work, so... that one, and this one down here. Back the other way. Should go nicely with this end bit. It's a bit thick, but, well, I thought about rolling it right over, like a jelly roll, but it was just too heavy, so... Slice the section out, pop him out, round the head. Wait, come on. Yes, go on. Go on. You can't be here, bub. Go on. Go. Inside. Go on. Good girl. No, come on. Get. Go on. Go. Go on. Go back. Go. Recovering. Dog just then with the rib cage. His name's Zelda. And yes, she is named after the princess, not Link. If you don't know the difference between Link and Zelda, you need to punch in the dick. And if you don't have a dick, grow one so I can punch you in it. If that offends you, well, I'm gonna punch you in the ovaries, I don't know. I'll punch a baby in the face. Maybe that'll offend you a bit more. bit even. Little flat hue out of it. Looks a little bit fatter there, but doesn't matter. It's the perk of being artisan goods. I can say it's artisan when I'm just mediocre at what I'm actually doing. Right. Now we got our spirals on opposite ends. Now what we need to do is bend the main sections. So we'll have the straight bit and then I'll curl. Okay. Which one end? Which one first? Actually, this becomes the hard part. Because there was no actual plan and I was literally making this shit up as I go along, I somehow got to stretch this enough so that it becomes even without it being janky, dinky, stupid looking. I think I'll be taking a heat there, bend him right round till he kisses the centre. Actually, oi, yeah. No, don't. Too dangerous here for you. You're blind and sick. You can't be here, Bob. I love you, but stay away from the big fire. Stay away from the heavy tools. Alright. And turn that right down because I'm poor, I don't want to be wasting gas. Seriously? Again? Go on, get inside. Go on. Go. Go on, get. Problem with blind dogs. Ah damn. I love her so much, but I've got to keep her away from this shit. She's gonna get herself hurt bad. Alright, so from that to that is 12.5 inches. It's almost as big as me. Or, I mean, I'm 3 inches, but that's right, lady, 3 inches. And he's single? Ooh, lock up your wives and daughters, mate. Now, centre is right there. Right there is your centre. Going to do some quick mathematics. But for someone like me that dropped out of school, that's considerably hard, so bear with me for a second. Fuck you off. I don't want you anymore. Aha, it is dead center. Fucking A. Look at that. I can do maths. And center again. Oh. Holy shit. My estimates were correct when I was doing me twist. Look at that. See? Who needs to be precise and intelligent when you've got basic judgment of distance? That is hotter than I thought it was. Alrighty. Get me pipe stuck in the thingy here. I know what you're thinking to yourself. That sure looks like a vacuum tube, and I resent that. How dare you assume that I am that cheap that I would just walk out the front of my house, grab a vacuum tube, or whatever piece of metal tube I could find, just to use it. I fucking resent that. I mean, it's correct, but I fucking resent it. How dare you assume those things of me? this isn't an exact science, mind you. As I said, I kind of am winging this the whole way through, so if it looks like shit, I can blame it on someone else. Oh wait, I'm the one doing it. I can't do that. But I'm blaming you if it goes bad. You know, the pressure of having an audience watch me. I mean, it's an audience of 2, but it's an audience nonetheless. I fuck up, it's on you. Turn this back up because we need a hoop. That is in my face. Don't need it anyway, do I? Yeah. Well, I don't need to shave that arm now. God damn, that fucking stinks though. I told you it was going to go bad, and I'm blaming you now. I bent right at the end and right at the top. It's alright. So long as this one does it, it should be good. Also went over the limit by about fucking 2.5 centimetres. Alright, we'll bend this up here, pinch it in a little bit. That might give it a bit better of a bow as well. I mean, unless like it's just right angle and that shit right there. Stretch that back down. There we go. And despite you fucking me up, I can fix this. Stand back down for a second. That there. We need to move this fucking brick, and I am not touching you. I mean, I'm dumb, but I'm not that fucking dumb. And no, these aren't tongs made for bricks. They're tongs specifically made for doing leaf springs. Best invention ever. And yes, I did do it myself. That's why they look ugly and they're way too fucking big. Go, hey, yes. Go. Come on, get. Go on. Go. Dangerous for you, Bubble. Still pretty solid there. Not bad for a fucking vacuum being too stuffed in some fucking sand. Works exceptionally well as a curly thing, I guess. I think we're gonna need to give you a squirt because this shit is going to be hot on one end and I don't want it to be. Try and clear me shit up. So an ordered workshop is like an ordered mine. That's why, well, it's not really a workshop, but this half shed, there's a reason why it looks so dirty and smells bad. Because the ordered mine. On us. There we go. Straighten that up. Not exactly. There we go. Straight. You know, this bow might be going better than the other one. I think it is. Definitely is. To take another heat with you and should be just right up this top part and we'll bend it down a little bit more on the corner. I think this worked out freaking primo, this did. Oh, we're gonna have to give it a little shuffle. I've got an amazing deal on this forge. I wish it was bigger, but unfortunately that's not how second-hand goods work. Best thing about this, these are usually about $400 odd, $500 for a forge barrel like this. One I had my eye on was a nice little oval one. Found a fella on a forum and it was talking about forges, devil forges, exactly like this. And I was pretty keen, looking around, hunting for prices and nice little deals. I found this one dude talking about it. He bought himself a forge, bought himself an anvil, a couple of tools and all that, brought it home, and then his girlfriend seen it, and immediately it went up on eBay. As I'll let you make of that what you will. But now I have myself a nice little forge. And no, I wasn't an asshole. I at least paid him what he wanted, which was great because he definitely helped me out with shipping. So that was a definite win for me. Bend you down a little bit more. There we go. Look at that. Nice little S. Back with little finials. A couple of little curls here and there. Probably should have flattened this out a bit in the centre here. we can probably open him up, flatten that out a bit, so we can do a couple of circles or some line work or something on there with the Dremel. I don't need nothing too fancy, just something to give it a little extra. And yes, that is a technical term. Again, you'll hear many of these technical terms that make no sense, but I assure you they all are real terms that someone uses. I mean, I use them, so that's someone. I mean, what's words anyway? People are constantly redefining what genders are. I mean, I'm no biologist, but at least I know what a woman is. Take that, locusts. Oh yeah, I went there. Fucking cancel me. Actually, we will do that. I'll open him up just a tiny little bit. Flatten him out a little bit so we can get some nice detail in there. Now, we don't need you open so much. Actually, fuck it. Give me a little bit more. There we go. Got to save all that gas. I mean, it's $30 a bottle and I get about 40 hours out of it, but I've got to save every fucking penny. Because I'm poor. I was telling you this before, so... Are you still even fucking listening? Is this thing still on? Yes, it is. Holy shit. I fucking hate this thing. The cheap knockoff GoPro camera. It's fucking... It's a no-pro is what it is. Yes, quenching water. Oh my god, so bad. Don't worry, it wasn't at a quenching temperature, and, well, this stuff is Rio bar, so it's like mild steel at best. This is the great thing about this, is it's extremely forgiving, so I can, like, torture the fuck out of this. We need to open that back up now. Fuck me. Yeah, 1084 do not quench in water. I mean, you can, but ooh, you an idiot, boy. Low, 2. It definitely isn't from a vacuum cleaner. Yeah, favourite steel to be working with. I'll make a knife out of 1084 any day because that shit is awesome, and it's beginner steel. It makes some amazing knives. It's forgiving, but nothing compares to 5160. It's cheap. It's readily available. It's you can pound on that shit for hours. I mean, my arms can't do that, but god damn, that shit is amazing. Flatten this out, and then we'll put that last little curve in it, because, you know, this heads aren't flat, they need to be curved. We'll just give it this and a little stretch over there, angle the heads. Yeah. Now go on, get out of here. Oh, you fucking idiot. Yeah, this is the unit that goes around the back of the hair, typically buns. I mean, I suppose you can put it like a ponytail or something. I don't fucking know hairdos. Hell, for all I care, you can stick it on a fucking beehive. I think that's what those big fucking updo fucking things from like Victorian England were. I don't know fashion. I don't even know why I'm fucking doing this. A friend asked me, that's why I'm fucking doing it. And I'm getting paid for it, because poor, I need money, so. This little boy. put this back. Don't need you anymore. Don't want to melt me mad little plastic bottle. I definitely didn't steal from Coles that I work at. Oh, you know what? I might be able to put a curl in it. Oh, I should be able to, yeah. Yeah, well definitely, it's got a nice little curl coming along. I've got to angle these heads up a bit, but I don't know what the angle of a head is, but I mean, I'm not going to just be like trying it on my head, because unfortunately, this hair isn't long enough for a hairband. Now, you see before, I got drunk and cut my hair off and burned half the side of it. Well, it would have been fine to try that. I had some nice, luscious, gorgeous hair on me. And that's not bragging, it's just the fucking truth. Because I've only had 3 compliments in my life. And all 3 of them were about my hair. Which definitely doesn't explain the reason why I've always had long hair. It's not an ego thing. It's not because I actually enjoy the compliments or any attention from females at all. I'm not that shallow, vain, vapid. Definitely not trying to get attention of women. Look them calves. Alright, twist the arm. I do like the women. God damn it, you little bitch. Yeah. Getting in the fucking way. Squeezing it out. It is squeezing out a little bit. I don't want to go overboard because if I hit it too hard, it'll mushroom out and then it'll pour. You get like a wiggly line. Doesn't look nice, and this is going to be a pain in the ass to clean up. So, I mean, this definitely ain't going to happen on a grinder, like not the belt grinder anyway. I'll probably have to hit this with a wire wheel to get all that scale and everything off it. And we'll hit it with a wire wheel, I'll clean him up, get it all nice and shiny, or at least descale, deoxidize it. Throw him in a tub of acid, drown the little prick, and we'll see what design we can figure out doing a little bit of work with the Dremel. It won't be much. It'll be very minimal, if anything at all. Coating of this hammer melting. That's the kind of shit that'll make you impotent. I mean, hell, me burning my fucking arm hairs will definitely do that. And if you don't know about that, that's something else you need to look up on YouTube. Smell of burnt hairs can make men impotent, or at least lower their sperm count drastically. We've got a bit of a shoulder here. That transition's alright. See the thickness difference there? There, for this part. You probably can't because this is a piece of shit camera, but I can see the difference. Well, since we've got the shoulder on this side, just turn him around and we'll correct that just quickly. What the hell is this, the Clash? Holy fuck, it is. Oh yeah, I've got the... Yeah. Oh, you're staying on, my friend. No, the Clash is fucking yokes. Also another great word, Australian word, that if you don't know, you need a punch in the dick. Same rule applies if you don't have a dick, grow one so I can punch you in one. It seems to fix that. Need to square that up a little bit. And yes, if you're wondering, I could have bent it around the horn. And why didn't I? Because I'm only just remembering that I could have bent it around the horn, and I don't want to look like a dickhead in front of all the internets. So, Mr. Cameraman, you're going to have to edit that out. If you don't edit it out, I'm going to fire you. I think that'll be good enough, I think. We're not an expert here, and if I go too thin, especially with this, it'll end up being brutal in the middle. There's a weird balance with this. It needs to be light enough and small enough that it looks like a delicate piece of jewellery. But again, it needs to be strong enough and thick enough that it's not just going to bend and break. This is probably why they do a lot of these in sterling silver, sort of stainless steel, and I know they do a lot in plastic, but those are weak as shit. But the problem, the easy with those is if it fucking breaks, it's plastic. I mean, you can buy a new one for fucking $2. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be $2. Bow in a bit, give it a nice circle, get rid of that, and we're going to need it because I'm not sticking my head in that fucking bastard. I have done that multiple times, I am not doing it again. Rotate you around a little bit. Done that once before. Ever tried to pick up tongs that's just casually been sitting in front of a 900-degree fire? Not a good idea. I mean, equivalent would be grabbing a nice leather steering wheel on a hot sunny day. I'm talking like 38 degrees outside, sun coming through the windscreen on the cars, makes about 45, 48 degrees, and you just go, ooh, nice steering wheel, and then you just burn your fucking hands because you're a dickhead and you forgot you live in Australia. Not that I've done that, of course. I'm not that stupid. But I am that fucking stupid. God damn it. Actually, no, we'll curl that fucking thing afterwards. Flatten this bit out a bit. We want to curl it in the centre, not at the ends. I mean, we do want some at the ends of it, but it predominantly will be curled from the centre. That way it kind of like squeezes the head a little bit, and when you get your pin straight through the gaps of him, exactly how much we need to curl it to get it with good dimensions. That is pin to bow dimensions.